It's a wet morning, Thursday I think. Here's an 1896 Stephen house. Looks like Oregon now. They got most rain they had in the last 3 months than they ever had, man. Here in Mount Vernon, Texas. I was talking to them downtown and I said, you know, the small towns have got to get it with it on the internet, get some Wi-Fi downtown, get the kids, you know. It's all so proprietary. Oh, gonna get a grant. Well, why don't you just do it yourself, the town? What's it cost to run a server? Not much. You know, everything's got to be a grant nowadays. Nobody can pull together and fish out of their own pockets. That's what we do most of the time here with the ACA. We go find some work and pay some bill needs paying. Except this year when we're riding horses every day. Small towns in America are going to have to wake up if they're going to survive. Back of the old high school, Mount Vernon, 1940. WPA project, I bet. There was a sign back there on a power plant about watching out for Africanized bees. And here we have a hive back in here of bees. Not that common to see them. But since that sign mentioned it, here we go. So they're in the area. These things really chase you about 200-300 yards. They get on you. Yeah, he said that's Mid-America Pet Food Company. What's that, about a $5 billion market a year in the United States feeding dogs and cats? And around Mount Pleasant, they make a lot of trailers. Longhorn trailer sales. International sulfur. What do you want to make a bet they process sulfur here? You know, in eastern Oregon, they use sulfur in farming to drive the water into the soil better. In Thailand, you buy sulfur bars. You make gunpowder for going bird hunting or whatever. Mountains of sulfur. Looks like sulfur. Smells like sulfur. Tastes like sulfur. Good thing we didn't step in it. There goes a school bus with a strobe light on it. When you replay this video, you go back and you look at that school bus, and towards the rear on the top of the roof there's a strobe light. My friend was talking to me about how they're increasingly using strobe lights on vehicles in this society and towns. It's like winding everything up to the top notch. Well, things are drying up a bit. Clouds are getting pretty solid and dark here. Maybe we'll get another rain here in a minute. And we have a fleet of John Deere lawnmowers up here again. You know, George Bush had 2 daughters and Obama's got 2 daughters. Neither one of them had sons. And here comes another bus. You look at the top of it, you'll see a strobe towards the rear of the bus. Okay, these are some fire ants trying to survive the water. And these guys will kick your butt, man. You'll get a fester everywhere they bite you. Now you see, this is a fire ant hill. They haul their eggs and larvae up in here to warm them up in the sun. Yeah, they don't got many eggs up near the top today because it's cold. But this is where they bring them on warm days. You see full of larvae. What you definitely don't see much of is apple trees. I mean, like, doesn't anybody throw an apple out the window anymore? I throw an apple core. It's like in Oregon, man, there's apple trees everywhere. But hey, look at this, man, our first banana tree. No apple trees, but we got bananas. Look at that, next to that house porch. That's the first ones we've seen in oh man, a really long time. Chickens and bananas. You see that flowery plant to the left there with the big heart shape? The Auca, they cut that up for feed it to their pigs. More friends, Hampton. Boy. I haven't had anybody to talk to in a long time. Oh yeah, look at that. Strut your stuff. Yeah, there's a railroad track. It's been used, but put down 1990, the steel. That's what the steel says. Doesn't look real used. Got a bell up there. Couple lights. So this guy comes up and stops on the road and says, I seen you come by my house and I wanted to come out and talk to you. I'm 78 years old. I used to work right over there at that oil refinery. He says, 2 months ago I buried my wife. He said, we've been married 56 years. She's a good woman. Good looking too. She dress up, people think she is 55. He said, one night I was laying on the bed and she come in and laid down next to me and said, I can't breathe. She says, I think I'm dying. And then she died. He says, I don't know if I'll ever get over that. So he looked at Hampton, said he had 2 real nice horses. The rain come up, they went under a tree and the lightning struck it and killed both of them. Had 3 kids, 17-year-old daughter killed in a car accident. Real nice guy, come out, talk. Used to have about 85 head of cattle, sold them, said he couldn't take care of them anymore. Pretty rudimentary, but there it is, still running. Or maybe it isn't, who knows. He's still doing something with the facility. This is the Texas town of Mount Pleasant. We got a few more towns and we're in Arkansas. So Hampton stashed. That's what I have to do a lot of times, stash them. Come back and get them. Give him about 2 hours. He'll be eating his heart out while I'm gone. Trick is, put them where nobody can see them if you don't have somebody's house to put them by.